needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. So this is third time, part 3, because I have been interrupted twice by phone calls. And yeah, it's the second one was I think both of them were scams. But anyway, it's fine. Sometimes we just have to reboot and restart and refresh, etc. But this is like 10 out of 10. I'm doing fantastic. On the left side, this is skyrocketing again. Yeah, it's like I didn't run out of fuel, boys. Oh, bitches. And then on the right side, the doing side, this is just on the recipient side. You have just reminded me that I can keep restarting. I'm okay. I'm good. Okay. And I will keep getting back up, even with more firepower than before. And then on the but that's just on the recipient side. Like, do you get it? Do you get it now? Anyway, on the right side, the doing side is leaving some burdens behind. And so that's that. That's that. All right. So this is kind of just like also reinventing oneself, because every time that I have come back on, it's something always different. It's like, what the heck? Seriously. Okay. All right, let me have a little bit of coffee again. Delicious. I'm from the USA. Okay. Anything else? I am a US citizen. Does that help? All right. 9 of Swords. So there's a huge emphasis on this like 10-10 thing. This could also go for the 10-10 portal. But as far as letting go, okay, the final discard. Again, this is Gifts Unlocked for Two of the Inner Wilds. Season 1, Episode 21, the final discard, Part 3. All right, so those are the energy cards. So now the header cards, okay. Using this? No, we're using this. Yeah, okay. So the header cards. Those are the, yeah, okay. Boop. 3, 2, 1, cheese. What is it? Okay, header card 9 of Pentacles in reverse on the recipient side, and Page of Swords on the doing side. So, 9 of Pentacles in reversal on the recipient side. So I think this has to do with doing away with codependencies. Those that are trying to use me, like the psychic realm, whatever, trying to use me as a gateway, any occultist, whatever, trying to use me as a gateway to certain knowledge, certain downloads, etc., certain keys, basically. Yeah, so I would say that's kind of like, in a way, that's codependent behavior. Um, mhm. When people just use you as a thing. So on the recipient side, it's okay, this is clarifying the, yeah, okay, that's clarifying the 10 of Swords in reverse. On the right side is the Page of Swords, okay, and that is learning how to let go. Yeah. So some readers, some occultists are very good at they're very skilled at what they practice. And if I'm also speaking to my expanded divine panel, I'm sorry, if I'm also speaking to my super duper divine collective who made the final cut for me, they also have to go through similar decision-making processes. They have to go through similar processes. Like, they, like, this particular collective, they have special projects, operations, you know, that require a lot of discretion, a lot of groundwork, a lot of homework, a lot of field work, etc. A lot of reporting. And so a lot of resources are in play. And it's hard, it can be difficult to let go of resources that are very skilled in what they do. But you have to know this is a growing population, okay? There are people who are learning younger or even learning in their older ages, and you got to give credit to the expanded divine. Like, someone else can fulfill that role, who is equally, if not better skilled, and that have a moral compass that is ticking, you know, that is active, okay? And so that's what you gotta realize, okay? So I do have to let go of any dependencies that I have in going to these certain readers that are just fucking their shit up, and I don't want to be part of their fucking their shit up. You know, I don't want to be anywhere near that, associated with that, a part of that. I don't endorse that. I don't condone it either. And so, yeah. And so, I'm just letting go of those energies because they have other tactics in mind. So there's that. Okay. Learning how to let go. Oh my goodness, people. Okay, so there's that. Okay, anything else? Let's get some perspective here. The final discard, part 3. Okay, this is judgment and reversal. This way or that way? That way, okay. Again, the eagle appears. Okay. Anything else clarifying that? We'll pick from this deck. Clarifying that. Oh, it's the Ace of Swords and it came through upright. Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay. So first off, I only accept what is mine in my auric fields and mine to keep. I reject all else and return it immediately to sender, blocking from entry and access. May they receive their karmas and what they project onto me, my fields, and that of my families. So mote it be. Oh my goodness. I started getting tired there for a second, and I knew somebody else was projecting something to me, because like on the second reading, I started getting psychic attacks, And then this time getting like sleepy. And it's not mine. So I send it back. So, there's that. That's the truth, you know. 1, 2, karma's coming for you. That's what's showing up. So somebody started trying to like laugh or whatever, and you know, it's bullshit. Because truth be told, I'm the one that won. Bottom of the deck, like, shut everybody up. Including, you know, these other energies. Perspective, I tell you. Perspective. Okay. This one, death. Death. See, this shows that I'm still very well celebrated. Like I'm dancing basically on somebody else's grave. Whoever I said goodbye to. Yeah, they just didn't cut it. So that's the final discard. Like I can move on happily. Legit. I mean, there's a crow over here, lotus flower, skull, potions bottle, lily. Everything's looking good. It's death and rebirth. Yeah. It's a doubling up on the tower moment. Like in broad daylight. That's crazy. All right. Clarified by this. Yeah, it's magicians that, dark magicians that want to just start shit. And that's what I'm laid to rest. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I feel like these are kind of newbie magicians, like people who want to prove shit to other groupings, and say, like, and they fail miserably at it. I think that's what's happening here, because of the blatant, like, I'm going to, what do you call it? Like, stomp on your garden. I'm going to do this. I'm going, you know, it's juvenile and it's trying to make a scene. It's like, here, look at me, pick me kind of energy. I'm more powerful. Ha 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 ha. These are basically like mid to senior practitioners that come off as baby witches who snort coke like, you know, twice a week, you know, at minimum. And they only do it when someone's looking or when they have to get the balls to try to impress people. So that's their whole bit. They're like they struggle with money, but they try to try to buy the best pair of shoes, like almost like Louis Vuitton, to tote around like there's something that they're not. These are energies that seek to impress, like energetics who have like refinement fetishes, like refinement femininity fetishes. And what I call that are, that's what I group like people who have foot fetishes, like what their like kink is. They, yep. They have an association and an asphyxiation with ladies who have like perfect petite fit feet, like almost like Cinderella like. And so, like, they love it when people get their toenails done. These are people that like the soft, plushy, like kid-like feet, but like more like, you know, like dainty, like, you know, feminine, what feminines are, you know, considered. And these are also people who tend to be also sapiosexual. So like these are people that can do without a lot. Okay, they have lived with like bare minimum type of energies. They can be self-made. And so the thing is that back in the day, like way back in the day, when like we used to wear like bustles, long skirts, and like high neck type, just everything was covered. Their like feet were and ankles were a big deal. And so we're talking about like way back when, like Little Women era. Um and so that's what I'm saying, like the psychology behind it, like I could do without a lot kind of energy. And but like in modern day, more like youngling, like new money energy. um People who have foot fetishes are more like how do I say this, like how the height of like perfectionism is a big deal. um um like at first it used to be like, okay, you have to be like Pam Anderson type of like beauty, okay, or then you have to be Victoria's Secret type of beauty, and then like, oh, you have to do your makeup a certain way now in this manner, or like there's um fat, thin, thick, BBL, that kind of energy. And then so now like amidst all of that, it's more like not many can fit into the like the tiny narrow foot dainty beautiful feet type of thing. It's hard to upkeep oneself to the absolute max, to the T. And so I feel like people who are have foot fetishes, like have in modern day terms, that don't fit the criteria of like I can do without like a lot, the max appeal. Um, they are egoic. They have they're almost impossible to please, like what do you call it, like they only want the best type of energy, but at the same time it's also a kink where they don't deserve it. There's some kind of like hidden wound that they are kind of like petting, like consoling. And so feet, the idea of it is to like have someone have this energy beneath you. So it's a softened private view of like the dom sub psychology there. It's more complex than you would think, but that's my interpretation of it at point blank. And I feel as though I'm right about that. So, why did we even get to that word about feet? Holy smokes. What? Okay. What the heck? Where did that come from? All right. Okay. What does my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight say about that? There's that kink. Someone says they hate themselves. That's another interpretation of it. I would like to soften that, and definitely would ride on the bus of saying that it's that subdom culture, a bit more softened and a bit more refined, um, um, claiming that they also want the best, but privately speaking, um, there's an uphold of like there's a huge contrast. There's some that like are like really highly uphold femininity, but and Um, but at the same time, it's very like only if it's this or that. So, like people who have foot fetishes, they don't love all feet. You know what I mean? So it's 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 a bit of a mind fuck, is what I'd say. So anyway, what what does my expanded mind tunnel of the infinite eight say about that? I don't know why we even got to that point. 7 of swords in reverse. That's no bullshit for sure. That's crazy. That's so crazy. But like, yeah, when I was working in the industry and the like certain establishments, I realized like, you know, what my assets were and what weren't, and I kind of, you know, you accept certain things, but like I don't know, there's something about it that's you learn the psychology of certain things and the way they are, but like that's so crazy. um yeah, there's actually a lot of energies out there that are like that. It's definitely a psychology thing. um like, yeah, I would say that. But it's definitely an objectifying type of psyche still. Okay, back to here. The but they're like, bingo, I am correct. I live to tell the tale. All right. Okay, anything else? The final discard. Knight of Cups. What is this all about? Tell me a little bit more. What is this in context with that? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Why are we still talking about the same thing? Still talking about the same thing. These are energetics that are romancers for sure, but they kind of want the other energy to kind of dominate. It's kind of easier for them to accept some areas where they've accepted their deficits. Yeah, where something is lost and cannot be retrievable again. So, in effect, this type of fetish, I would say, is not so much of a fad. Otherwise, those are real posers. They're just trying to fake the funk to taste the flavor kind of energy. So, but for real, the ones that are true on their foot fetish, that's something that's like, I don't think that's something that needs to be cured. Yeah, it doesn't need to be cured. That's something that someone actively addresses in their own private lives. So, to be put on blast like that, I think they've also learned to accept, like, people are going to think whatever, they're going to think whatever. Um, these are energies that Understand that people come from a place of like bigotry almost, that they don't know what they're talking about. You're not in my position, so you don't understand. You don't understand, like you're just talking shit just to talk shit, that kind of energy. Or like, poke fun just to poke fun. So there's something like that there. But like personally, I would not be uh what do you call it, alarmed. I wouldn't be alarmed by energies that have a foot fetish. It's not like that they're like, I couldn't automatically link that up with something like, oh, that person's a psycho, that kind of energy. No. Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, so moving on. All right, the final discard. The Magician card. I have to say it's inverted because it was on my dream cards box, but it was like balancing, just kind of like that. So, inverted magicians. So, practitioners coming through on my inbox, this is internal, external, internal. Okay, so like attracts like. I am, attracting, more introverted or like more like one-to-one type of, practitioners. Or is this me just working solo? Okay. Now it's the first. The Devil card in reversal, and it opened up to the Temperance card in reverse, and then the top card is Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. So this is kind of like Three of Cups in reversal with minor and major arcana here, but it's like minor is powered by the divine, the ace. And the Devil card, this is kind of like when you're they gave me the picture of when people are playing dominoes or dice, or dominoes, I think, and they throw up the table kind of energy. This is almost like the cauldron thrown up, thrown up. Because the Devil card is something that's fiery, but this is more tempered. But at the same time, it's not super tempered because it's like on the wild side. This is temperance, like turned up for sure. So this is wonderful, coming from practitioner to practitioner. There's like no obsession here. There is a bit of like going like wilding out, especially if it's in reversal. But this seems to be a-okay because that's goat energy, riding on a goat, right? Like bull ride style. And the Ace of Cups, like Gatorade style here. So this is turned up energy, but like not so, like not in its evil, cruel sense. So this is actually very good. All right, so all right, I think that's it for right now. I'm gonna do takeaways, okay? So star card in reverse, on the bottom, on the top is the after a warring, there's victory here. You see? Some laid to rest on the other arena. Oh my gosh, you see that? It's like all within the same field. That's crazy. Okay, bottom of the deck here is Six of Cups in reverse. Top of the deck, yeah. So you say goodbye to soul ties that just didn't make the cut. The final discard. is what this is, and it's moving on. Okay, so 2 takeaways for my super duper super dupers divine collective who made the final cut in my favor, or for me. Okay, just like that. Page of Wands. Okay, starting, this is so they're seeing so you're seeing also arising around you, like there are others that are getting up, you know, and being more absolute about their entries in life. Clarified by 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, because there's a sense of mastery here. So it's inspiring you to do the same as well. Not to say that you're not on that level, but it's sometimes we just like are not feeling it. Yeah, that's true. Okay, your second takeaway is about to start. What's about to start here? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is like opening up a new business, opening, like this is on the brink of like a fresh start, you see. This is like basically there's a screen door over here, but this is actually like the actual door. So this is a readiness of, you know, a grand opening. That kind of energy. um hmm. Anything more to this? No, that's true. Okay, I'll leave it there. So now one takeaway from my upcoming partner in peace and quiet. Yes. 2. They said 2 this time. Okay. So first one for you. King of Swords. No, Queen of Swords. Back turned there. Okay. Clarified by okay. 5 of Swords extroverted. Internal. External. Internal. External. Her. Around her. Okay. So this is actually a divine feminine energy here, who has a reputation for standing up for the truth, for herself. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the truth, indisputable. So don't interface with anything other than that. Okay, don't even come at me with that. That is a huge warning right there. Okay. Um, and then the external energy is 5 of Swords extroverted. These are energies around them. Is it well intended? Well intended. Well intended. So she has a staff or like a team, or what do you call it? A knights, basically. Energetics around her in her court that fully support her and give her a huge upper hand. Because they also have the upper hand in winning certain battles as well. Okay, so that is your first takeaway. Okay, my upcoming partner in peace and quiet. Second takeaway for you. Chariot card, yeah, you're moving on. Where are we moving on from? Oh, from this deck. That's crazy. You know, it someone said, "Sup, Rice Muncher?" And it's like, people are so dim-witted. It's so crazy. Not only are they just, slanderous and in their bigotry, but like, I don't feel personal offense to stuff like that, because it's just like, I think I at least come from a background that knows what's ignorant versus uneducated, and that is straight up ignorance, with a touch, a hint, a flavor of uneducated. um uh like, there's so many cultures that eat rice. I think the whole birthing of fusion dining is like a big thing with super white communities, or I don't know, like, there's it's crazy to me. um like, where do you even come from? Like, maybe I don't even care to find out anything about you. It's crazy. um I think they bigot against themselves energetically when they do that stuff. Like, who is enticed out of this whole crowd to say, like, yeah, let me go on your boat. Where are you going next? It's like, fucking nowhere, dude. um that's crazy. I don't Again, I don't feel offended by that kind of energy. Like, it's almost like, sup, slanted eyes, or I don't understand it. Um, like, there's this little valley girl in my spiritual realm that's like, ew, you're gross. Something to that effect, like, ew, you're ugly. um, I it's something that just that's what I feel. I don't know. um, what like, I know a lot of people hate Valley Girl accents. I don't do it often, but I do it very, very well. Um, Obnoxiously well. Yeah. And so, I try to keep that a little quiet. And I only bust it out for people who get extremely annoyed by it. So, you know. um, okay, so clarifier to my upcoming partner in peace and quiet. Okay. Second takeaway. Page of Cups in reverse. It's partly, secret. Oh wait, I got it from here. Dang it! I meant to get it from the other thing. They had to also, like, do away with the clutter of energetics that didn't show up, for sure. But clarifying this, okay. Nine of Wands, yeah, and they had to let go of people who didn't show up. Like, admirers are admirers, the secret admirers, they remain secret for a reason. It's not our due diligence to investigate why they are continued to be, like, secret admirers or hidden. They didn't show up, period. I gotta move on. Yeah. So that's what they're learning as well. Yeah, they... All right, so my 3 takeaways. First one. 9 of Wands in reverse, the people that did not show up. We have something in common here. But this is not trauma bonding, okay? We're not trauma bonding, I promise you. We just happen to be like on the same path. Like, oh, yeah. Okay. Clarified by 4 of Wands. Thinking about, home and hearth, what makes it, and what are faulty foundations, basically. Working with the right resources, stable resources. Okay. Um, Clarified by, my second takeaway. Okay, just like that. King of Cups. Healer energy, intuitive energy. Archangel Raphael. Throned right here. Clarified by 2 of Wands. Yeah. So I guess Archangel Raphael has come through in assisting with helping heal situations and any ill biddings that were projected on me and my family, in my home, my homes, my houses. Okay, so that's wonderful. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. All right, my third takeaway. The Temperance card in reverse. What is this? Sobriety? Or what is this? A huge incoming influx. Yeah, there's some discretion here. Like the angel has their back turned to me on the huge influx. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. This is like elf on the shelf type of energy. Do you see why? Do you understand why? It's because the hanged man is no longer there. Like, what the fuck? It's like Chucky, but it's it's elf on a shelf type of energy. So like, what's going on here? Something's amiss. Okay, clarify by. Oh wait, am I pulling from the right cards? I don't know. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is a harvesting. This is like a jackpot, like bingo. Yeah, I'm right. There's something that's like an influx that's I feel tingles on my arms and on my knees. That's crazy. Okay, let's just leave it like that, yeah? Yeah, they said yeah. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in light and love. Amen. that that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gift, strength, properties, passions, pursuits from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting, love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, has free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Okay. I forgot. There we go. Like, why do we wear earrings when they are not uncovered? When they are not uncovered. When they are camouflage. I need to pay more attention. There we go. See? I killed it. I killed the look. My cloche. My vintage cloche. With the oils. And then the sweatpants. And then the Henley. I'm doing it. I'm doing the mix. Wow. All right. Okay. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. Enlighten love, I close the portals in these readings. Ah. Ow.